He's Russian, man. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Are you serious?
You have officers, 3-4 of them standing around doing this. But when it's time for action, you gotta get busy. You gotta be held accountable for this. You see the headlines every day. The economy, inflation, interest rates, all of that. But then it hits differently when you look at your own numbers. Credit card balances are going up, fees are piling up, minimum payments that keep you stuck for years. That's not an accident. That system is designed to keep you paying. And that's exactly when it's time for you to call PDS Debt. They've already helped hundreds of thousands of people reduce what they owe and take back control of their finances. And whether it's credit cards, personal loans, or medical bills, PDS Debt doesn't just look at your debt, it looks at your situation. They build a custom plan designed to help you get out of debt faster and start keeping more of your money. There's no minimum credit score required, no judgment, just real solutions that help you save and put money back where it belongs, and that's in your pocket. PDS Debt is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau and has thousands of 5-star reviews and has a 5-star rating on Trustpilot. And there's a reason for that. It's because they get results, baby. But listen, every month you wait, interest and fees keep stacking up. The best time to start was actually yesterday, and the second best time to start is right now. And if I needed to get out of debt, they're exactly who I'd use. And when the numbers are clear, act. Take back control in about 30 seconds. Go to pdsdebt.com/Tatum for a free personalized assessment. That's pdsdebt.com/Tatum, pdsdebt.com/Tatum. What I saw from the police officers was very embarrassing. There's no way whatsoever as a law enforcement officer that officers should respond like this in a situation that we just saw. There's no excuse for it. What this appears to be is untrained officers who are not engaging in this type of behavior. So they freeze and they don't know what to do. And I don't know these guys, and I don't like saying negative things about police officers, but I got to call it like I see it. Like, what I'm watching is incredibly embarrassing. And I don't know why they did what they did, but I feel like they didn't do enough. Roll the clip.
What's up? What's up? You want more?
Oh my God.
Okay, pause
Oh
it.
my God.
You can see this kid is just draining blood. And then you see the officer come up to him, and now this is an opportunity for an officer to take action. That officer should immediately start rendering aid. Immediately. That means that if you got to take this kid, put him down on the ground, right? Take his own shirt, stuff it in his neck, or you got to find where the wound is at. You got to search his neck. If you can see where the bleed is going, you stick your finger all the way in. And if you can find that artery or whatever that's been severed, and you can put your finger on it and put pressure on it and close it off so he's not bleeding out, that's what you have to do. And you have to act fast because your actions could save his life or he could die. Roll it. Look at what they do.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dude, Clayton. Oh my God.
You got gloves.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Now, a civilian,
Oh my God.
they
Oh my God.
He's Russian, man. Yes.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Are you serious? Are you serious? Dude, yeah.
I think they're still trying to put gloves on. I don't know who training these officers these days. You got a civilian that said, I don't care about the blood or nothing. I'm finna try to save this kid. You have officers, 3-4 of them standing around doing this. In the academy, they told us you better never in your life find yourself doing that. I think all of these officers should be suspended. I don't think they should lose their jobs, but they need to be suspended and retrained. You got to be held accountable for this. You cannot be doing this. I got to put gloves on because you what? You're afraid that you're going to get a disease? Well, you don't have that choice when you're a cop. You can do it when you can, but when it's time for action, you got to get busy. I've been in situations where we have to act like this. You can't glove up. That's when it's convenient. You got to stick your finger down in their neck and flesh, and You got to do all that. It's crazy to me what they did. It made me mad.
Well, tonight we've learned a 21-year-old man has died from injuries that he suffered in one of two stabbings that happened on Front Street in downtown Wilmington early Sunday morning. Police identified the victim as Daniel Montano. WPD is now asking for you to help identify the man you see on your screen right now. They call him a person of interest in the investigation. Well, video of the stabbings are circulating on social media as some people question if more could have been done to try to help one of the victims. Now, we do want to warn you, the video you're about to see can be very disturbing for some viewers. And this is the video that's now received thousands of views online. It shows the victim clearly bleeding out, but many comments criticize the response by Wilmington police officers. Instead, it's a bystander who steps in to try to help. WPC's policy manual says officers should be compassionate to people experiencing an emergency and render assistance when necessary. The first officer on the scene is responsible for helping anyone who's hurt. Despite numerous requests for interviews, a WPD spokesperson declined to answer any of our questions regarding the officer's response. And we did reach out to District Attorney Jason Smith, who says he has watched the video but doesn't see the police officers doing anything criminal. Smith tells WCT News he has not asked the State Bureau of Investigation to open a probe into the officers.
All right, we're going to go through this together real quick because I think this is very important. And as a former police officer that have been in situations like this before, literally patching people up with gunshot wounds in the middle of the street on Oracle Road, or no, it was First and Glen, somewhere around there. I know what this feels like, and I know what environment feel like when you are in a situation where you got to act fast. I had a scenario where we had to save a guy who had got shot in the head. You know, he was missing a third of his brain. Some of the brain matter was on me, my shoes. Blood was drenched in my shoes. I had to go change all my clothes. Like it was horrific, and we had to do everything that we could do to save his life. And so I've been in situations like this, and we're going to look at this together. I will say this very clearly. What they did may not have been criminal because apparently, looking at the wound that he had, there was no saving him. However, what I saw from the police officers was very embarrassing. There's no way whatsoever as a law enforcement officer that officers should respond like this in a situation that we just saw.